Hello everyone, Survivor gameplay here from Dead by Daylight, playing in the Ironworks in Misery. The gen choice from me here wasn't great in this map. Normally it's always one of my priorities is they always leave a gen at opposite ends of the map so that the killer's got loads of ground to cover up, but I don't know why taking out 3 gens so close by together, and it, only a piece of luck and the killer's actions determined that it was a success for the survivors. It really could have been bad. My perk build's terrible for this game. I had Boil Over, Unbreakable, and I took Saboteur because the hooks that you take down with Saboteur stays down 30 seconds longer. My plan on lots of maps was to take down a hook and work by a gen, and once I got downed, I could always wiggle free, and the killer couldn't get me to a hook. But when I came into this map here, I just really abandoned that plan. I'm really 2 perks down anyway. Unbreakable could always be useful, but not many games that it actually does be useful. Unbreakable. In many games you'll play, you've got Unbreakable. The killer just hooks you, and it's really no use. So you could say I'm 3 perks down. But this killer, really fair again. Most videos that anyone that'll upload the killers are really fair. You'll not see too many videos of hook campers or tunnelers. This hellbilly there, he really cleared that hook there, and look, we can even get healing and everything. It was really a great game all round from killer and survivors. Now I done that gen to behind me there, to my right, and this is the next gen to it. Well, I'm glad that they have another claudette here to really co-op it and get extra points and make it faster. I didn't have small game. There's no way I'm going to go looking for a totem without small game. I just stayed on that first gen because you know everyone looks for the totems, and if you go looking for a totem, you'll be sure you'll pass another survivor on those tracks looking for that totem as well, and possibly there's someone else doing that at the other end of the map. So your best just to stay on the gen, because you know someone else is going to look for it. You can still take out a gen if the killer doesn't come near, and it'll take longer, but you'll still get it done. This is the 3 gens I'm talking about. Really should have been leaving maybe that last gen that we done, and maybe worked on this one that really give the killer more ground to cover, but I don't know why, for some reason I've been taking out this gen. A lot of survivors will do that if they're safe at the end of the map. They'll work on that gen and really not understand that this whole end of the map is really cut off now once this gen goes. And the map's hat, so it is. It's much easier for the hellbilly to patrol the last 4 gens once this gen goes. You see there, someone was rescued and someone else got hit, and now that person's being healed. now someone else is down. Well, there's 3 gens to do, and I credit that killer for having that play style. Really allowing everyone to play the game. Now all the gens are in this end of the map. Glad we've got one more. And this hillbilly isn't anywhere near that hook. He's just down someone that worked on that last gen. But we're down to 1 gen situation now, and really this hillbilly really could play really dirty here now and really get rid of 1 or 2 of the survivors just so they can control defending the last 3 of his gens. But he's gone back to the other hook. It's not tunneling, it's not camping, and great for the survivor I just saved there. Another safe hook rescue. I would say every hook rescue in this game was a safe hook rescue, and this gen's really pumping. I hear the terror radius. He's going to check that gen, and I've sprinted. I've left scratch marks, and now he's on me, and I'm going to take him to the far end of the map because we're really boxed in here. Maybe there was 2 gens really pumping, and he's just give up on the defending gens now, and he's just going to try and get another survivor. I've scoped out a pallet down here. This is my next place now where I'm going to try and waste some killer time just so that gen can get done. The killer's miles away from that gen. There's no reason now. Everyone's healed. This gen should be popped anytime now. And at this stage I'm not even caring about dying now. I'm just really stalling this killer so that gen can get popped and the exit gates can get opened. And even if he has no one escapes death, well, they'll expose that once he hits me, and they could either get that no one escapes death, or well, this is a game I really don't like, is messing about with a down pallet. You see this killer's trying to trick me here. I've learned not to panic, but it's really a dangerous game. The longer it goes on, the killer will get you, and he's expecting me to do the same again. I really don't want to play that game anymore now that I've taken a hit, because I've got dead hard, and there's no way I could get dead hard to work while I'm going over a pallet. So, and he's not letting me past. He's waiting till I try and go for that pallet. If he breaks the pallet while I'm going to the killer shack again, maybe I could loop him 3 times through that window again. But at this stage of the game, I've done so many gens, and I know now I've almost maxed my boldness. And he's got me 90%, 90+% of my boldness. Really helped the team there by taking the killer away from the last gen, because we were really boxed in. An exit gate opened, and this killer now, he's not giving up this kill, and I don't blame him. He really played fair the whole way. Where should this killer go in this situation? He knows the exit gates was powered a long time ago, and it would really be foolish to try and go to an exit gate. I'm afraid of these survivors coming in to help here, so I give up. I know I've popped in this game. And that was my goal, really, just to take the killer away from the gens and let the team get the last gen done and get the exit gate open, because I know I've scored enough in this game. And look at those scores. I died in 17,000 points, and everyone else will escape. They'll all be 20,000, 22,000 and 20,000. And the killer's got 21,000. Well, he's probably popped as well, because he's got a kill and he's hooked so many people. Now, a real high scoring game, real good game all round. And a thumbs up to the killer. Anyone says that's camping, what he done there, well, that's really, how can that be camping? The exit gates are open. He really has nowhere to go, really. All he's got is someone on a hook, and yeah, you see a lot of killers there that they leave the hook because when they're survivors, they hit the camp so much that so they'll just avoid camping at all costs. But really, that's not camping. What that killer done there was wise. And had he done anything else, well, it would have been foolish. Now, I would even forgive that killer there had he done that camp there with even one gen to go. Because camping and tunneling, it's only bad when there's 4 or 5 gens left. You see campers and tunnelers doing it with not even one gen completed. That's really unfair, and it's really a game at the end of the day. And credit him for playing it right, and I'm sure he even popped with that game style. Well, I hope he popped anyway, because now when I think of it, it looked like he may have been within 16 meters of the hook, and as long as there's no survivors within the 16 meters as well, that doesn't apply. He may have got a penalty for being 16 meters away. If you ever want to employ that strategy, well, you got to be at least 16 meters away from the hook.